Over the river and through the woods, to grandmother's house we go. This one always takes me back to elementary school. Over the river and through the woods. Today we're going to learn this classic tune for ukulele. Just a few simple chords and a cozy strum pattern to carry it home. I have my WKRP Thanksgiving Day turkey drop shirt on, and I'm ready for Thanksgiving. Hey, I'm Barry, and this is a great little song for the holidays, especially around Thanksgiving. We'll use just C, F, G7, and D7. All beginner-friendly chords, and I'll walk you through everything step by step. We'll strum 2 full verses together, and since this song is in the public domain, I'll sing it a little more completely than I normally can. So let's jump in. So we have 4 chords that we're going to use for this song. We have our C chord, probably the first chord that you ever learned. We have an F chord, which is 2 fingers. I have my middle finger on the 4th string, 2nd fret, and my first finger on that 2nd string at the 1st fret. That's an F chord. And then from there, when I move to G7, I'm going to keep my first finger down instead of removing it because I need it there for my G7, which is just this little triangle shape here. So we have our G7. And then for D7, we have a couple different options. I like to use what we call the Hawaiian D7, which is just this, 2 fingers. You can use fingers 2 and 3, or you can even use fingers 1 and 2. So that's what we call a Hawaiian D7. I'll probably use 2 and 3 because that transitions to our G7 really nice. All I have to do is bring those 2 fingers down a string like that, add my first finger, and now we have our G7. Now for our strumming pattern, we're just going to use a simple down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The way we're going to count it is 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and so just 2 beats, 1 and 2 and when I'm strumming, I'm just using my index fingers nice and loose, going up and down. You can use a pick if you want to. Just keep it light and relaxed. For ukulele, I usually like to use just my index finger, nice and loose like that. So up and downs, 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So now that you've got your strum down, let's take a look at the progression of chords. I have a sheet here for you. Okay, so you can see every measure, it says 2 beats per measure. So every measure, which is the distance between the vertical lines, we have our strum pattern, which is just 1 and 2 and then we move on to the next measure. So you can see the first line of Over the River and Through the Woods, we have 2 measures of C. So that gets 2 patterns of our strum pattern. So let's try that first line of Over the River. 1, 2, ready, C. Down, up, 1 and 2, and then we have to switch to the F chord. Hopefully your fingers are staying close there. F, back to C. So that's how we read that chord chart. The second line you can see, we start with an F, 1 and 2, back to C. Here's that D7, or Hawaiian D7. Now when I move to G7, I just move those 2 fingers down. And then the third line, we have C and 2 and 1 and 2, and we have an F and 2 to a C. Now we're moving to the 4th line, but you can see there's a couple chords that I did in red, and I say that the red equals 1 strum. So on that F to G7, okay, remember you're going to keep that first finger down from F to G7. We just have 1 strum. F, G7, just like that. We don't have any up strums on that one. So let's do the last line of our chord sheet, starting on the F. 1, 2, ready, begin. 1 and 2 and C. Now F to G7, strum, C. So every verse for this song is the same. We're going to use that progression. for we're going to do 2 verses today, but there are more verses that you can look up. If you're enjoying this kind of seasonal ukulele lesson, go ahead and subscribe. It's free and you'll always know when a new tutorial comes out. And if you'd like to support the channel, you can buy me a coffee using the link down in the description. It helps a ton and means the world to me. Now on to Grandmother's House. Now let's put it all together and sing 2 verses of Over the River and Through the Woods. Remember, I have the lyrics with chords linked in the description if you want to print those up. Here we go. So we start with our C chord. 1, 2, ready, begin. Over the river and through the woods to an F. To Grandmother's house back to C. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh. Here's our D7. Through white and drifted snow. Back to C. Over the river and through the woods. Oh, how the wind does blow. Back to F. It stings the toes and bites the nose. Here's our 1 strum. As over the ground we go. Now we're ready for the second verse. Ready, begin. Over the river and through the woods to have a first-rate play. Oh, hear the bells ring, ting-a-ling-ling. D7, hooray for Thanksgiving Day. Back to C. Over the river and through the woods, trot fast, my dapple gray. Here's an F. Spring over the ground like a hunting hound, for this is Thanksgiving Day. So now you've got a fun and festive tune to pull out this Thanksgiving, or anytime you want to bring a little old school cheer. The lyrics and chords are linked in the description if you'd like to download and print them out. I also have a full music video of this one. I'll link that in the description as well. And you can find this song on my Spotify or iTunes, wherever you get your music, under Barry Clevenger. Thanks for playing with me. I'll see you in the next one.
Over the river and through the woods to Grandmother's house we go. The horse knows the way to carry the sleigh through white and drifted snow. Over the river and through the woods, oh how the wind does blow. It stings the toes and bites the nose as over the ground we go. Over the river and through the woods to have a first-rate play. Oh, hear the bells ring, ting-a-ling-ling, hooray for Thanksgiving Day. Over the river and through the woods, trot fast, my dapple gray. Spring over the ground like a hunting hound, for this is Thanksgiving Day.